What's good, y'all?
Yeah.
It's Monday.
Happy Monday, and we are back.
Once again.
Another powerful episode with the one, the only.
Servigiano Alexander.
And if you can't find him,
you ain't looking hard enough. And as always, I got the amazing.
What's good, y'all? It's the Queen Empress, where the energy is tasted
and the love is felt
every time. And we got a special guest here with us today. And we talking about community impact and creativity. So for this amazing conversation, we brought the one, the only, the king of Brooklyn, Mr. Mekhiel.
What's up, man?
Hey,
How you feeling?
I'm feeling like love, y'all. I'm feeling good. I'm in the zone right now. How y'all feeling?
Yo, we feeling blessed.
Man.
I feel all this blessing up in here.
I like that. That was not planned. We do not cue our stuff.
Yeah, we don't cue none of that.
That's true.
Just to let y'all know, I hope y'all know none of this is ever scripted. It's all live. It's all authentic. Because that's how we make moguls.
You feel me? So if you haven't subscribed, I would suggest that you subscribe. You like right now. Turn on your post notifications for all the updates coming soon.
Because you understand that we here all the Mondays.
On a Monday.
And we are live every last Sunday.
Yes.
At the Mogul Market.
Yes.
So it's either you win with us.
Or you watch us win, baby.
And that's how it go, baby.
So y'all know how we start.
Every time. And so with that, we're going to get into our small wins of the week. Because if y'all haven't followed, y'all should know. And if it's your first time, welcome. I'm glad to have you. And we like to start off with our small wins that get us to the big wins. Because celebrating those small wins is what gives us that momentum, keeps us going, and creates value in the little steps. Because the little steps
make the big steps. And so that's how we like to start. We like to get into the small wins. We like to figure out what's been going on in the week. Right.
Empress, you know where you're going to start yet?
Listen, my small win this week is pushing through the tides. Like, literally, as I feel like you overthink and, like, life start lifing. And you start sitting there like, OMG, what has happened when it's happening? It's like, nah, like, I was granted grace this week. And so, like, me pushing through the tide was really me flowing with the tide and just, like, getting me here. Like, my day started, and then, like, soon as 1 o'clock hit, it was like, yeah, let's go, let's get it. Now I'm here and I'm feeling like, every time I walk in here, I feel, like, surrounded. Like, it's like a bear hug. And it's crazy because we usually hug every Monday. Don't worry, I'm going to get them. We usually hug as soon as we're walking, but, you know, we just, like, get straight to the set. But, like, it's the energy in here is always, like, a hug. So it's definitely, like, just flowing with the grace and just flowing through the times. Like, don't drown under the pressure. Like,
you want to hug them?
Learn how to... No,
we gonna hug after the show.
We gonna hug after the show. We gonna hug it. If y'all don't know, this is the High Priestess of Love as well. But yeah, that's my small win. Just flowing through the tides. Like, it was a good week. Like, you know, we don't take time to, like, it be little bad things that happen that we just like, the week was horrible. No, it's been a blessed week. It could have been worse.
Just
so
that thing happened.
Yeah. So this week's small win was flow.
Nice.
What about you, BJ?
For me, this week's small win is like, it's really a small win to get to the big win, because if y'all that don't know, I run a cannabis lifestyle brand for women called Cannabaddies.
Yes.
And through that, every year we go to the Las Vegas Cannabis Awards.
Oh, he's
July.
ready this year.
And this year we're ready because this week we put the finishing touches on the concept for our pre-party.
Oh, nice.
That we're going to be hosting out there. And so it's like tropical oasis in the desert.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So, because, you know, we're going to be in Vegas.
Right.
But, you know, we're bringing that Caribbean flow to the desert.
I like that.
You know,
Look, VJ want to smile
mirage.
mad hard.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It's a dope vibe. And it was real nice because, you know, there's been a lot of difficulties with dealing with the brand and dealing with certain things. And I was like, nah, we cannot miss this opportunity. I don't care what's going on. This is the opportunity that I really want to take advantage of. And it felt like I was stuck for a little while, but the minute I put it back in certain people's ears, they was like, yo, let's go, let's make it happen.
Right.
And everything just started moving again, and people started putting that energy in and started, I put them onto one thing, and they call me back with, all right, I'm gonna handle this, now I'm gonna do this.
I love that.
I handle this, I'm like,
let's go.
Okay. So I'm excited. So 8 to 7:10, 7:11 technically, because we leave on the Tuesday morning. Mm-hmm. Cannon Baddies and all associates gonna be out in Las Vegas, taking over the cannabis scene, and just celebrating the excellence of just being at the table in the first place. Because we're not even from Nevada. We're from New York.
Yeah,
We out there making moves.
Yes,
me?
yeah.
So,
y'all already know Cannon Baddies is gonna take over this year. Like
that's just how it is.
As they do, as how they move. Like,
and either win with us.
Oh, you do watch us win, baby.
That's how it is.
Now, Mr. High Priestess of Love, what was your small win this week?
Oh, it's Monday.
It's Monday.
My small win was being with a family that I have not seen in years.
Yes.
Actually, since my mom became an ancestor, a lot of them I have not seen.
Oh, wow.
And I was kind of maybe avoiding that. And people came in from out of town and everywhere, so I went to the event and it was lit. So I was able to confront that, defeat that. So I'm feeling victorious.
That's beautiful.
We had healed ourselves Sunday.
Yes.
Yesterday, and then the fellas afterwards, we had our little debriefing, and that was positive. So yeah, I'm feeling good.
Ooh.
Finally, I broke a rule. Monday is a stop day. Don't do anything day, a rest day. But Mekhiel,
I brought
Empress.
him outside. I brought him outside.
She brought me outside today.
Brought you outside.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
and
feeling
we here
good.
to drop gems, baby. We here to drop gems. I'm happy to hear that, especially because you don't get to choose your family other than your chosen family, and there's a lot of complications that come with those relations, especially because you inherit a lot of those problems or situations, that you're just born into.
Right.
But for those moments when all of that stuff can be put aside and you could just really enjoy community.
Yeah, and just love.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a
We
beautiful
didn't script that.
We really did.
But yeah, like family is important.
It is,
And whether it's your immediate family or the family that you do choose, that love is definitely very important. Just to feel that from a distance or feel that from far, feel that from near, like it's
Love is
very
love,
important.
yeah.
Yeah, that's so powerful. So we're gonna get into this is I'm really excited. We're gonna get into the man behind the Rafa Art Life Center, the man behind the community loving, the man behind, restoring that foundation of that presence of unity in the community in Brooklyn. Like
In Brooklyn.
Like that, like we haven't really seen like this on this level in a long time.
In a long time.
So he has a nonprofit organization which is known as Rafa Art Life Center for long, Rafa for short, that centers on community growth, community development, creativity, spiritualism, healing thyself, activating your comedic powers, activating your ancestral magic, everything that can help build you, workshops. It's a lot. I could go on, but this is really, I'm just here for the introductions. We are here to talk to the man that created the powerhouse. And how did you get here?
Yeah, let's start at the beginning. Like, what
Yeah.
inspired?
That's loaded. But I do have to say, so everyone will know, Mekhiel played a major part in what I wanted that community give back to look like. I want to make sure I put that in there. I needed a personality, or the community needed a personality that's genuine love, that loves to hug and smile. Because while we were coming out of COVID and protest and all this, for me it was important for the community to see love and feel love and experience love, and she embodies that because that's who she is. So I want to say thank you.
Yo, I love you to life, never to death.
Thank you.
I love you to life, never to death.
Yes.
But
So the question. Okay.
Right.
Well, I started out, I'm a church boy. I grew up in the Black Pentecostal church, you know.
Okay.
So it's African spirituality, although they try to knock it and they make it taboo.
Right.
But it is what it is. It's
Right.
African spirituality. They get possessed with the Holy Spirit. They dance, they sing, they prophesy when they get possessed with the Spirit. But it comes with a lot of dogma, a lot of things that I could not embrace. But I knew I had a gift and I was supposed to be doing something. So I started my own thing. I started a church.
Nice.
And then I wanted to make the church an art center. So how do you make a church an art center with church people, with a church mindset, with a very specific dogmatic theology where they're sending people to hell? I just did it. They left. And it was just me. And I went out on the corner and started giving my message of universality and black love and black joy and coming together and building and collectivism or collective consciousness. And people started coming. And then we started a drum council, and the drum council started getting invited out to places. We're not a band. And I'm like, why are they inviting the drum council to play?
Right.
That's not what we don't.
Not what you do.
We don't do. It's for men to bond and build and be raw and real. Blah, blah, blah. So people started coming to the spot, and we began to grow. I think Mekhiel, the first time I saw her was, I think the drum council was performing somewhere, at least according to Yomi.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was performing at it was I believe Day's event.
Portals to the God.
Portals to the God.
Portals to the God.
And I've never, VJ, you would love it. I've never seen a Sacred Men's Drum Council in person. Like, it's something that you see in Black Panther. Like, they have the djembes going, and like as they're going, and you feel the spirit, and they're chanting. They got these powerful chants going on. Then the women are dancing. It's like they're catching like the ancestral vibe, just like surrounding them. And I was like, I love this place. And we weren't even at it's like they brought the spirit of the space with them.
With them, yeah.
And I was like, you know what, this is something like I met them at a time where like my consciousness was growing. So like I was like, this is something that I want to be surrounded with. So yeah, so after that everything grew. But what made you want to start a community center for the community open? Like a nonprofit organization? Because you could have did for profit, but you said a nonprofit organization.
Well, that's a good question. Now that's a good question. Now I need to ask myself why. Who doesn't want profit, man? Yeah. Like really, like. Yeah. So here's the thing. We are going to do a for-profit because we are creative, and we do, and there is merch. We have. I should have worn a hoodie. I should have worn a hoodie, right? She has a hoodie as well. She really supports Rafa. I don't want to be tangential, but we got to go back, and I want to talk about her gown at some point. But this
is not about me.
I know, but
it's about you, though.
It is. It is. But we have hoodies. I make a fragrance called Clairvoyance. And when we opened Rafa as a not-for-profit, we were a church. A church is only a not-for-profit.
Right.
And so that's that. I'm socializing that, so that's all I knew. So when I wanted an art center, and I heard, well, there's money for the arts, be a not-for-profit. But I had a cousin that was arguing with me about, but you should be a for-profit as well. So we're working on that.
Okay.
We're coming into that.
Okay.
It's a good question. She can be a good model for some of our stuff. Please let me just say this. So for the banquet, please.
Okay.
So the banquet, we celebrated 21 years.
Yes.
That's the first time I actually met Mekhiel, where I knew who she was, because the way she came into the banquet and who Yomi told me she was at Portals to the Gods, it looked like two different people. Right. She looked like something off of the Vogue magazine when she came to hair different, this African gown. And it was dope, and it was there we had a meeting about what I wanted Thankful Tuesday to look like. I wanted plant-based food. I wanted someone to make plant-based food, and I didn't know she was a chef. I don't think, Yomi says I knew. I don't know if I know.
Nah, I don't think you knew to the extent.
Right, not to the extent. Oh my God, I had no idea. But she said She says, I'll do it. And it did shift it helped take that to the next, it took it to the next level. So I gotta I'm sitting next to the person that
yeah.
So I gotta say something.
Right. I just, like, I've never been a part of, like, when you think of nonprofits, even growing up, VJ, because VJ's older than me, back in the days, y'all had them centers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like now what's going on with the youth and what's going on with our people is that it's not as much access to these centers, to these foundations, to like, like even free lunch is limited in certain public schools now. So like, for me, as I'm growing into, like, you can never be big without community. And that's just my
That's just a fact of life.
That's just a fact of life. I was like, I never like want to go and grow and ever forget about my people. So it was like a divine connection that night. Like literally outside, Moon is out freestyling and he presented the idea, like, I want to feed the community. And literally 2 weeks before that, I was envisioning feeding the community. So it was like, Ancestors was like, go, do it. And like that, just the fact that he had a space for community, for me to feed the community was just like another blessing.
And she met my mom.
Yeah.
She served my mom. She served my mom food. Because I used to be out there with my mom doing that, my mom and my family.
Oh, wow.
And then she met my family, served them, and then she was out there with the personality that my mom would be out there in. So it was very... Yeah, it was deep.
Yeah, we love you, Sunshine, Mama Sunshine.
Yeah, Mama Sunshine.
Forever in our hearts, forever in our hearts. Yeah. He's carrying a mission. So when you started to add, because there's so many different events and activities that come out of Rafa. Yeah. Let's talk about how did this expansion, I know it wasn't overnight, but what was the process for that, in the beginning of time, from starting a nonprofit, being from changing a church to the new church to now you're opening the community doors to something that is unimaginable, to go from a Pentecostal church to now you're a nonprofit organization, to now you're practicing spirituality, now you're practicing holding space for community. What did that process look like to the traditional church background or the traditional community effect? What was that like?
Well, I was the demon, of course. Come on.
That's the first thing they're gonna say.
I'm the demon. I'm the devil, and people were forbidden to come to Rafa, and I had to revisit my relationship with that, so I can stay focused on what I believe the ancestors and the Almighty was giving me to do. And then in school, I kept reimagining a smorgasbord of indigenous healing modalities. And I have to shout out Patrice O'May, who is now an ancestor. There's a book, Water for Spirit. I hope I'm calling the right name. But he talks about his brother going to an international school. They're originally from Africa. He goes to an international school, and he can't do the work. And he realizes it's not that he cannot comprehend, it's that he realized, I'm sick, and I need to go back home to the elders to get this blockages moved out of my body. Right. And it was, a light bulb went off, because when he went back, he got with the elders, and he went through the rituals and changed the diet, came back and knocked school out. I never forgot that, and what I realized with us, we're in systems that want us to be stuck by the blockages. Even with the megaverse and all this, a lot of stuff is already colonized, and for us not to fall prey to the way it looks, because they changed the optics. It's the same thing, but they just changed the optics to make you think, give you the illusion that things are different. Right. But the way we don't fall prey to it is to be indigenized, to go back to the land, to go back to our superpowers and those rituals that actualize our superpowers. So even if we're eating your poison, the scriptures say you'll drink deadly poison and it won't harm you. Right. Come on, that's who we are. Right. So okay, do your poison, but we're invincible because we are practicing our indigenous healing modalities, those things that allow us to always transcend and come out on top regardless. So I was envisioning how that would look in having a space that moves from theory to practice. In school was a whole lot of theory, all these eloquent speakers, but they wasn't doing nothing. And they were traumatized, and they were picking their crew based on their trauma. Meanwhile, they're re-traumatizing one another and not taking responsibility for their triggers. Blaming people for their triggers because they had theory with no practice. They were theoretical, but there was nothing manifested that would bring change and bring healing. So we did the indigenous, we did the Kemetic yoga for black men. We had like 12 men. That was like the first thing. That's the first thing we did.
Oh wow!
When I graduated, I kept hearing, if you get through this rigorous program, your tribe will come, your team will come. And I walked. I walked across that stage, got my certificate, yelled, screamed, and like a week later, someone was looking for space to do Kemetic yoga for brothers. I had never heard of anything like that. I was like, oh, yeah, this is a start. Brothers started coming in. That's how I met Yomi. And things began to grow because I would share my vision, and brothers or sisters who resonated with it like what she resonated with, like she came on board. When she comes on board, she brings people with her. You know what I mean? Whoever else comes on board, they bring people with them. So it was me staying true to the vision, but the people who appreciated it, telling their people. And so it grew because people had an interest.
And how long ago did you start this?
Well, the church is, when Mekhiel came to the banquet, we were celebrating 21 years, but Rafa Art Life Center is an infant. Rafa Art Life Center is really 4 years old.
Oh wow, okay.
The church it started in 2000, so it's 23.
Yeah.
So me being in community is 23 years now. Yeah.
Okay. So it took quite a transition from the church to Rafa, what it is now.
You gotta have heart to do that when you grow up a certain way.
You're right.
And your family is like, but this is your means to an end. You're supposed to be the next TD Jakes, if y'all know who that is. This is what you're supposed. This is what we carved out for you, and this is what you're gonna be. And then I go left. Could you imagine that? Man. Oh man. No, they were not happy, man.
Yeah. No. The amount of back talk, side talk, cross talk you get for that.
They're still talking.
Yeah.
I got family that love me. Like the people who saw me Sunday, they love me. They was like, because I believe that you can be a whiskey drinking, cigar smoking preacher. And when I used to go out on the corner, I used to come out, just recently, I'm like, I'm your cigar smoking, whiskey drinking preacher, and it's not about pointing people to Jesus. It's about pointing people to their essence, to their excellence. And we believe that God is an acronym for Genius on Demand. Whenever you have an experience, that's God. And God is demanding your genius to come forward. So you don't have to convert. You don't have to be Jesus. You don't have to be Buddha. You don't have to be anything. No, but you got to be true.
Got to be true to the mission,
to your thing, to what you do.
Highest self.
Mission.
Yeah, the highest self. There you go. Big mind. Big mind.
Big mind.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, and so, wow, that's and okay. So with all of those things and with the community that you've built, what is some of the impacts that you've been the most proudest of seeing?
Oh, that's a good one, B.
Man, I have so many moments. Just Friday night, I had a moment because we did our first production with Malcolm X. We're getting ready to do one that's going to show the tension and the togetherness of Malcolm and Martin. But we had our first production, and they did their thing. We did our thing.
Yeah.
We did that. And the community came together. People that are what's the word I want to use? Activists in the community.
Yes.
And had writing courses from the Sun. If you know anything about the Sun, then there was the Black Star. He was there. I haven't seen him for years, but there were so many people there, and it was a big event. So I'm proud that we pulled that off. We really pulled that off. We became actors, man.
Yeah.
We were in there acting, reading scripts.
Shout out to Roots God. Shout out Roots.
Yeah, Roots.
Love you to life.
Yeah, we love you to life, Roots God. Yeah, he pulled that off. He was like, yeah, let's do this. I got to shout out Yomi because Yomi had the contacts.
Yomi love,
Yeah, that was a highlight. Of course, Thankful Tuesday. You know, the way the creators, because we want to feed the community, but the word discriminatory has a reflex influence. It can be good, it can be bad, but I do believe creatives are the pulse of modernity, are the pulse of God, and they do shift trajectories, and they do create necessary realities. And in Thankful Tuesday, what it looked like was, it was really the creative community actually being fed and getting clothes.
Right.
The people that would bring clothes, it was quality stuff. They wasn't just throwing us anything. Like, we were coming out of there like couture.
Yeah, I would never forget, like, one of the first 3 gift, like the gift backs are always crazy, B. Like, but I mean, like, the donations be insane, right? Like, but I would never forget, shout out Anthony Greenwood. He came with all of his like his clothing line, like
the Save Your Soul.
Save Your Soul.
That's my guy.
We love Ant.
Shout out Anthony.
Yeah, I just saw him.
Cartar.
Yes.
From back in the day, Anthony Greenwood.
Yes,
yeah.
he came shout and out. he basically just like was like, yo, this is the merch. Like, OD came with like sneakers. J Mac, we love you to life. J Mac came every week. Every week he came with a stupid collection, whether all the brands that you could think of, he had them, and he was just like, yo, it's nothing. And like the reason why I love, communities like that is because these are people that our outsiders would deem as demons, like demonic hood rats, or they smoke, they drink. Like, we do we do whatever we want after, but we for the people. And I feel like what it's like to shift how does it feel to be that space to shift the trajectory of how it's seen? Because now what happens is they look at, you got to think of like even a lot of rappers that's hood, like what's the one that got killed?
Takeoff.
Right, and Nip was the neighborhood hero, yes, right? Yeah, regardless of the gangbanging and all that, he was for the people. And then you got to think back, when you really looking at history, you got to think they deemed Huey P a damn demon. They damned Malcolm a demon. Depending on the conversation, they would have damned Martin a demon. So just
they definitely made Martin a demon.
You feel what I'm saying? So just being able to in New York streets to really show them how genius it can get, but it's really not in a matter of we not suited, tied up. You come as you are.
Right. That's a whole nother thing.
Seriously, you can come. Listen, don't come to the Center Wildin', but you can come literally as you are in this spirit, in this essence, and you feel accepted and loved by the community. So it's just just setting that tone. How does that feel? And you create that space for creatives. What's next? What's next in creation and having that space and elevation? And what does it look like for Rafa 5 years from now?
It looks like the creatives having a living space that they can afford, so that they can focus on creativity.
Okay.
That's big for me. It's ongoing conversations about economics, because a lot of people didn't grow up understanding or understanding money.
Right.
So they don't know how to grow it. But when it's a practical and regular conversation that you can make applicable to your daily life, then it's like, okay, yeah, I'll invest in that. Oh, I'll do that. Oh, I can do this. And, expanding the idea of collective consciousness, because we are better together.
Yes,
we are.
We want to go fast, and that's the problem. You don't always have to go fast. There's one brother I'm always saying, just come. We're going to get there. Just calm down. You know, I love your ambition, but don't go too fast. You know, let's move at a pace where we can take the collective, because together we can turn this mother of Babylon upside down. Yep. So it looks like owning real estate, and being able to create rents that our community can afford. But I am specific to the creatives, people that are actually doing the work, not people you give a handout to, and you have to constantly give them a handout, and they still on their seat of do nothing. I have a low threshold for that. I didn't always, but now I'm like, nah, we done gave you a handout, and you still where you were. It's 3-4 years later, and you still in the same place. Nah, dude, nah, sister, I'm sorry.
And I agree with you. I agree with you so wholeheartedly on that, because it's especially as people who are providing opportunities, you got to get to that space, and I hope everybody takes it. You got to get to that space where you become strict with your guidelines about who takes your energy, because you want to give everybody opportunity, but you cannot allow. You only have finite time. That's the one thing. You can have infinite resources, but you have finite time. And that time is the most valuable thing, because if you put that time in the wrong spaces, you could be giving that time to somebody else that could really use that opportunity. Now I understand that, because I've been that person that you know, I want you to win, and you're trying to push people that's not moving. And at a certain point, you burning your own energy. Exactly. And it's like you got to step into that space of like, no, I'm providing something that's valuable, and so this must be taken seriously.
And you got to and you have to protect your energy, because you need that to be, you have to be specific with the infinite. Like our energy is infinite, right? It's infinite. It can be infinite while we're here. It's infinite. We can do so much when we're specific with that infinite energy, and when we're not, that's when it's like, oh my God,
you're all
over the place, and you know, and you're drained. And what I wanted to say is, there's the school. There's definitely a school that teaches the three communications, the three main communications, and the incentive is the productions. So the children will write their own play, which means they have to write the script, they have to read the script, and they have to speak the script. So that's their incentive. So to answer the 5 year, we want that to be something that people, they know that seasonally we are going to see a major production with the children. And this Saturday is Artspiration. That's how I'm trying to get Miss Shalada popping. She's so busy. I'm going to have to book her way in advance. I know that now. But it's Artspiration, and I want all of you guys to come to Artspiration. It's it's Artspiration Alchemy. So so the whole theme is about alchemizing your life, and stop saying what you want to do and say I am that and I have that. That is alchemy. I have this. I am this. You don't have to see it to state it.
That's a fact.
Because those are the universal laws with alchemy, and we want to push that envelope. We want to make it very real and verified to our community. If you haven't been alchemizing your can we curse on here? If you haven't,
we on YouTube. We on YouTube. They won't cuss us. They won't cuss us off for cussing.
If you haven't been alchemizing your shit, it's time to alchemize that.
Take your power back.
No, take your power back, and no more I want to be, and one day I'm going to be. No, you are that right now, and you have that right now, and now you have to practice it. Practice what you say you want. Be in the room. If you have to kick that fucking door down, you get in the room because you belong there. Anything you desire, you have a right to have. Therefore, you stay I am, I have, not I will be, and I want. And so that's what Artspiration is about this Saturday. So come through, come in, come up, come out. We outside, we outside, we outside.
That's how it is, man.
I learned that from this one.
I love it.
I love it.
So those that don't know, tell them what Artspiration is.
Oh shit. So Artspiration is a celebration of the different genres of art. Like we talked about fashion a little bit. You heard her mention some of the people that would come and bring, you know, some of their designs to give to the community. Artspiration, we feature local designers. There's a fashion show, and we model their designs. Meanwhile, some of the designers are in their vendors, and so they're selling their product there. Of course, we're featuring artists, the musical artists, like she's been featured a couple of times. So there'll be the spoken word, there'll be rap, there'll be neo soul. No jazz yet, right?
No jazz yet, but
no jazz yet.
Yet.
But,
Big yet.
But it's open to right. Yes, but it's open to that. We celebrate the different genres of the different art forms, because art is advocacy, art is your spiritual practice, and art is your therapy. And that's why it's art-spiration, because it empowers, it enlightens, it inspires, and when we come together at Art-Spiration, it's our new church.
New church.
So it's lit. So come through, and this, like I said, this Saturday is about, alchemy. It's sexy, it's sacred, and it's sophisticated.
Ooh,
so if you're looking for
the
a place to hang out, the three
on
S's.
On a Saturday?
Get 'em,
On
V.
a Saturday. Come
Get 'em,
on,
V.
get them there. The three S's on a Saturday.
Listen, you can't get better than that.
That's right. Alchemize your life.
Alchemize your life, baby. I love it. And with that, I want to ask, in all that you do, how do you keep your congregation strong? How do you feed
that's a great one.
into your congregation, and how do you and with that, how do you manage the personalities that come with that? Because that's a lot.
All right. So, just being you. What I realize is that people recognize love, right? And Mekhiel even seen me not being the best character, but what they know is that my heart is love, and the ancestors, the Almighty, gave me a name, the High Priest of Love, and so I practice being loved. But we also, and she fed us one time. We did a shut-in, and then we brought her in that Sunday, and she cooked. She'll probably show you the photo. I don't know if she has it. I have it. But we're at we set up a long white table with chinaware and everything. And she came in and she fed us after our 3-day fast. We would do a 3-day fast monthly.
Oh wow, okay.
Coming together, reading very specific books, meditating, stretching, expressing how we feel about things. So it brings a tighter knit. So it helps with the different personalities, even when there's some misunderstanding. Love knits us together. It makes us want to understand the context of why that happened, and not just be so emotionally unintelligent.
Right. Understanding that goal-driven mission is community. So even being who you are at the level, how is it delegating powers and delegating, separating? DJ is very big on separating that power of that power between your community and just your congregation. How is that just delegating what needs to be done and who's the director of what, and how is that because some people will be it's a nonprofit, it doesn't need as much structure. So how is it structuring who's in charge of what, or what title is for what, and things like that? How is that process?
Now that we're growing, it's urgently important. And in the beginning, I had people specified for very specific things, and I think we were all but as we're growing, just to avoid unnecessary and frivolous tensions, you do have to really hone in on that and iterate and reiterate the importance of this is your role. This is your role. This stay in your lane.
Right.
Why were you over there? Sometimes it's I'm wow, I really didn't want to be a father. Right. but I tell them all the time, you guys, it's like having grown children, because these are savants. You know that. Mekhiel. These are brilliant minds. But to your point, if there is no order, or if the order is not being adhered to, then there's a problem. So we're big on, and we just had that conversation again last night.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
On to something.
Yeah, we went to something.
On to something.
We're doing it. I'm glad to be. I'm glad. I'm full right now because sometimes you need to talk about it.
Yeah, you need to
with people
reflect.
that don't. I know you, but I can't. It's my first time meeting this brother and brother here, and to be in the space, sharing your vision and even what you wanted to look like is very powerful. This is alchemy.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes, this is making moguls where we really like help you manifest it. If you have a vision, 9 times out of 10 we're just trying to feed your vision. We're watering your seeds that's planted. We're very big on that.
And giving you all the tools in your toolbox.
Whether it's nonprofit, whether it's community leaders, whether you are talking credit, everything plays a part to your mega mind.
Mega mind.
Yes. So as you're tuning into Making Moguls, we want you to see the versatility of how what a mogul is not one faceted, it's multifaceted. It's not just one face. It's so many different faces. There's so many different colors. There's so many different geniuses. That's a part of what makes a mogul. And Dom had the vision. And then Dom shared the vision with VJ. VJ and Dom shared the vision with me, and I was a guest on the show, and legit, and I just it's the moments like that come full circle of just pushing the limits and saying you want to be greater, but it's like I am greater, so I attracted people that was ahead of the game. I don't want to be in a room with people that know what I'm talking about. I want to be in a room where I don't even know what's happening sometimes. So that I can push myself to say, okay, I have so much more levels than me. Like sometimes VJ talking, I know y'all catch me, and I just be like, and this is just from a sense of the knowledge. I think me just absorbing the knowledge so fast. The brain definitely gets filled so fast when Pasha starts talking camera talking, things like that. I'd be like,
yeah, and you just gotta absorb it.
And you absorb and you analyze it, and then you look back at the episodes and you're like, wow, this is these are $1 million worth of game. People that really truly impact the community on just different ways and different styles. It's such a gifted thing, because people nowadays, they don't give game for free. So it's giving game for free.
Everything's behind a paywall.
Exactly. But giving game for free is literally the biggest gem. But that's what makes your energy and your net worth grow, because your network is so powerful. So us seeing what a community looks like for you, because you have so many what are some of the things that is offered at Rafa for the people that don't know, and you guys need to. We're gonna give you the @ names and everything at the end of the show. Make sure you follow.
Make sure you tune in.
But what are some of the things that brings the community together for Rafa?
Tuesday nights is drum class, and that's different from drum council.
Okay.
Drum class, we brought someone in that studied in Guinea, West African drum,
Okay.
19 years in Guinea, and he's there Tuesday nights. That was $25 for that class. It's worth it. It changes your life. Then there's a that's from 6 to 7, and from 7 to 8, 7 to 8:30. I forget Miss J's hours, but I know it's after 7 o'clock is the dance class.
Yes.
Wednesday is martial arts with Sensei Vaughn.
Yes.
That's 6:30. That's 6:30. 6:30 to 8 to 9. Thursday is Drum Council.
Oh.
Yeah, Drum Council is lit. We're in Saratoga Park every Thursday, and although it's the Sacred Men's Drum Council, in the summer it's open to everyone because we're in the park, and they come. The park been lit. It's crazy. The people I don't know, they wait for us to set up and just experience the medicine. Friday, I don't talk about much.
Yes.
Not right now.
Not yet.
Not yet.
We don't talk about Fridays.
And every last Saturday is Artspiration, as we spoke about. And Heal Thyself Sunday moves around. Initially, the signature day was every first Sunday.
Right.
And now moves around a little bit, but it's always on a Sunday, and it's lit. It's pretty dope.
I was gonna say that first Sunday as a church boy, you competing, man. You competing.
I like this guy.
First Sunday, that's communion Sunday.
Someone sound like a church boy over here. You can, because if you know about communion Sunday on first Sunday, that's a church boy
right
right
into
there.
Palm Sunday, you might run into Easter Sunday. You might, boy, man.
Y'all can come after church, though. Right? Get your healing on after church.
Yeah, because I don't want to get you in trouble with your pastor because you was over here.
I stay in trouble with your pastor, I'm sure. So.
Yo, pretty sure. So, the Heal Thyself Sunday, that's an alchemy in itself. For those of them watching that don't know, let them know what type of magic, what type of divine manifestation happens at Heal Thyself. Because there's so many healers that's a part of that. Shout out Rootsman, shout out Yomi Love.
D-Manifest. My schoolmate, I don't know if you met Fitz. Well, I call him Fitz. Rodney.
Yeah, I met him.
Okay, right. Yeah, Rodney. They were a part. Miss J. We do cup. There's cupping, massage therapy. Cupping changed my life. Wet cupping changed my life.
Yes.
And I'm not a straight vegan, and I always tell people I'm plant-based-ish. Or I'm vegan, flexologist, whatever.
Yeah,
but
he's a flexologist.
Yes,
sometimes.
Yes.
It depends on his needs for the day.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on what my body is saying. But again, I have to bring Mekhiel's name up because she was a part of that as well. Because it's a plant-based meal,
right?
And she cooks a delicious and nutritious plant-based meal. So there's always a soulful plant-based meal. There's as we said, massage therapy, and there's the cupping, which they do a little slight incision, and they suck the parasites out of your blood.
Yes.
And you will notice that you will crave differently because when you're craving for a lot of food with sugar and just stuff that's unhealthy, it's the parasite craving. It's not your body.
Yeah, it's not your gut.
Yeah, so when you're having that procedure done by Sensei Vaughn, it will change the way you eat. I mean, not drastically, but you will notice that you're going to be doing things differently. So Heal Thyself Sunday is also a time of just coming together and sharing a theme. It's voice activation. It's talking about healing yourself. The whole idea is community.
Right.
That's beautiful.
I hope I made that a little clear.
No, you did great.
Beautiful.
Yomi Loves does Reiki.
He's doing his Reiki now. We have people that do readings, and the sisters, they were telling me, how good the sister is. I met her at an Aspiration. Again, that's this Saturday.
That's this Saturday.
What's Saturday?
The 3 S's.
The 27th.
Yes.
The 27th. Doors open.
3 S's on the Saturday.
I met her there, and her vibe, was lit, but no one really knew what the reading was like. But they sung her praises last night. So and these guys are critics. They don't just throw out compliments. If you don't got it, they ain't gonna say you got it.
That's so true.
So she's at Heal Thyself. There's arts and crafts because again, art is your therapy as well. It's therapy. So we're teaching people how to tap into their creative side. Whether you know it, you need to rendezvous with the artist in you. So that's Heal Thyself, and it's pretty and it's fun.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
So pull up, man. Pull up.
Let's make it happen.
Pull up.
Man. Let's make it happen.
Pull up.
Run.
So now with that, in the 4 years that you've been in the space, the physical space.
We've been there longer.
Well, I mean, yeah,
but,
as the whole
but
church,
as
Rafa. And even beyond that, how have you seen the community, the physical community around you change since your influence?
Yeah, they, be honest, when, someone used to tell me, even before the change, they said, I'm going to tell you, those dudes down the block, when you be preaching, they come down the block. And so, but you can't see them. They stop right at the glass. They be smoking and be like, talking about your messages. They telling you, they listening to you. But when I became less like a preacher, and I would be, and they saw us sitting there outside with our drinks, and I'm smoking my cigar. It was like, yo, what's up, man? And it changed.
Became relatable.
They would actually engage me more. So that's the change that I need. People came in and they came to look at the art, but I had help because I'm outgoing. But I had help. You know, Miss Chalet is very outgoing, and so when she was there, you know, on Tuesdays, I mean, she would go get you. I mean, she knew where certain people lived that I you know what I mean. So, but it was a vision. It was, and you know, I had people there that love people.
Right.
So that definitely helped.
I mean, that's a big
with what
part.
we were doing.
Yeah.
Love is it. Right. Love is it.
Yeah, it's definitely an impact that I've seen in Bedside, because like now they know when they outside, like they'll fix up for the Give Back Tuesday. They'll like, you know, people that's like addicted to certain things, that they'll be willed enough to come to the table, like no matter what leaning they was doing 5 minutes ago. They have the power to get them knees straight, and it's like I've seen so much that, you know, at another place, if they were just going for just food, it could have been totally out of control. And like big shout outs to Yomi Love, because Yomi Love has, like, I've seen him like de-escalate and literally walk through love while dealing with like a high level, you know. It could have been a disaster. Like,
exactly.
So it's just like, you know, moving with intention to know that this is for the greater good of the community, and just having people surrounding that mission of this is for the greater good of the community, and the community really see that. Yeah. I feel like, you know, a community know when you faking the love, like, you know, their communities don't really deal with Eric Thomas. We're not gonna curse him out. Yeah. But they see when you doing stuff for the hype. And they see when you doing stuff for the soul. And I commend the structure, and I just commend everyone that is involved and hands-on with Rafa, because it's so much free stuff offered. Some days it's just like sporadic events. You'll see something happen on a Wednesday, 12 o'clock, and you're like, I didn't even know Rafa was open this early. It's because they're thinking of these ideas, and even though he's not as humble, he's dangerous.
Yeah, I do honestly say I'm not humble, I'm not pious.
Right.
I'm not arrogant, but I just...
But it's so much that happens out of the center that I feel like the whole New York City need to like be...
Understand
because as this becomes the catalyst for what it's like to heal a community in Brooklyn, we need to heal the communities in Bed-Stuy. We need to heal the communities in Brownsville. We need to heal the communities in Mount Vernon. We need to heal it in Staten Island. We need to do it in Harlem, the Boogie Down. We need these communities healed, but they need to see, like, you know, community centers need to know, like, we need to really be about the people for this.
Really about the people.
And if you're not really about the people, then the people, shout out to Bubbles, she had the Love Circus. And
she was out there Friday night with the kids. When I pulled up, she was lit.
Yo, like, Bubbles is another creative. Like, I met her, like, I don't know if it was at Rafa or, like, just in past. Like, it's just so much creative. Yeah, we meet all the geniuses here. I don't know where exactly it was, but Bubbles, she's an amazing creative. She does this thing for the community in, like, from the Bronx. She's tuning back into, Pat, you would love her, tuning back into her roots of the Bronx and showing them, like, listen, we can do things for our community. We can do things for our people. We can show the community love, dance, healing. She brings out her djembe. She brings out her tambourine. She brings out healers for the community in the Bronx. Like, I don't think they've seen something like this. And in her authentic self, like, she's so authentic.
Yeah, she
I mean, she brings the knowledge that she's from traveling to these places that she traveled to. She was in Africa, doing missionary work and just, like, you know, spreading love to the community and brought that love back to the city. And like, you know, that sets the tone for what community love is like, because our community need to get healed. And regardless to, no matter what creative it is, we need to feel like we can, like, I could support, I know 10 cameramen, but you're going to support the cameraman in the community first.
That's right.
I know a travel agent. I'm going to support the travel agent in my communities first.
Exactly.
I know event space. We're going to support Dom Life Pro first.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's those things.
Exactly
it's those things that make and build such a great foundation.
Exactly.
And just even making moguls. Like, we're giving $1 million worth of game every Monday. And to just to have this vision, like I still, DJ know I still be like, BJ be like, yo, bro, like we a couple months in, like, you know, this is just what it is. But it's just like, you know, because people charge for this, and it's really not about the money. We really just like saying like, yo, look, let us show you your reflection of how great it can be. Where you really either win with us,
or you watch us win.
And that's just like the magic, like, you know. So community is literally the foundation of anything that is great, and just understanding that foundation of anything that is great is like organizations like Rafa, and just understand like this is setting the tone and being a catalyst for so much more to come. Even last week, the event, Mekhiel, there's a whole event space, and she was just talking, I want to bring community, and I'm just like, this is a nice little follow-up. Like,
exactly.
This is
nice little follow-up.
You feel what I'm saying? So, like, wow,
Give thanks.
Yeah, wow,
Can I just, the dangerous thing, I just want people to know.
Not dangerous in that sense.
Not dangerous in that sense. It's just that they weaponize humility for very specific people. You know, they weaponize it, and so you dumb down your talent and your genius. And so when I say, you know, we're dangerous, we are a threat to the status quo. You know, we are a threat to, you know, to the colonizers. We are a threat to people that needs to criminalize race. We are a threat to people that want to keep us in a very specific box. And so we're a threat because we're like, no, this is who I am, this is what I do, and yes, I am here, and I'm at the table, and you're going to hear me.
Yes.
You know, so that's why, you know, we're a threat, and that's why we're dangerous. All right? Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And we're going to stay dangerous.
We're going to stay dangerous. That's definitely,
dangerous.
he don't plan none of this, guys.
Yeah, right.
No, it's not planned, because I was like, can y'all slap me some questions? Like, wait, what are you going to ask me? You know?
Everybody else like, what are you going to ask? And then by the time the conversation's over, they're like, wow, that was a good interview.
No, seriously, I think it's because, like, you know, that energy of home in here. Like, it's literally like a safe space. Like, you ever been somewhere, like a job interview or just like a job, or just like you go somewhere and you like feel really tight, like you feel like your tie is too tight, you're choking. It's really not that. It's like, yo, come as you are.
Because we know who we invite in. We know the caliber of people we bring in. So the conversation is gonna flow in a way that not only provides us value, but provides the audience
value.
Sure.
And speaking of that, for those aspiring people, those people that are trying to build community, those people that are in the space of wanting maybe a community space, maybe an outreach program, something like that, what is your advice that you have to those people wanting to step in the shoes?
You know, I'm big on just doing it, because they say that Sagittarius are a lot of things. What I do know is that we just do it. You know, I never thought of myself as a leader or anything. I wanted, but I was always community. I always wanted to bring community together. Okay. And so it starts with me. I'm like, I got to do something. And since my dad says, you're going to preach, you're a born preacher, and that's all you ever going to do. So I'm like, I'll start there. I'll go in the corner and open my mouth. And that's what I did, you know, so what I would say to someone, whatever your niche is, you know, hone in on that, celebrate that, magnify that, present that, and use that as that thing, that tool that will attract people to you, because someone's always going to be attracted to what you do.
That's a fact.
Your tribe is in you, but you have to be seen. People have to know what you do. So stop hiding. Stop hiding. That's what I would say.
Woo!
I love that. You always gotta find the you in the mission and exemplify that.
Yes.
I say.
In the most authentic
way.
The most authentic
because
way.
You can't be nobody but yourself.
You can't be nobody but
can
yourself.
be you but you.
Oh, he's a singer too. I forgot to tell you guys.
I was gonna get hit
Nobody
with the
can be
vocals.
you. That's Steve Aronson.
Ooh.
What's up?
And so I want to make sure that you guys listen in and you understand that the value that's being presented here is one of community, is one of tribe,
yes,
and is one of self.
Yes.
Because those things are all connected. Those things are all connected, and it's the way the energy moves through both yourself and the universe.
Yes.
And I want to make sure that you guys understand that your mission is important.
Yes.
Your vision is important.
Yes.
Yes.
And your works should be celebrated.
Yes.
Yes.
So never forget that.
That was a way to send it off. That was definitely a way to send it off, and just keep that love in the air. Keep that love pure. Keep your energy pure, because that's gonna multiply, and that's gonna connect you to. It's not about finding your tribe. Your tribe finds you.
Every time.
It's gonna connect you to who you're meant to be aligned with. So just stay true to you and trust the process, trust that beauty, and just trust where it's gonna take you, and speak positivity over your life and manifest it on that higher level.
No lie. I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that, because like that really speaks to me on my own personal journey of life. Because in building, I've always wanted to be community based, and in the first, because I've been an entrepreneur for like what, 12, 13 years now, and like for the first like 5 years, you spend so much time wanting to bring that community, trying to bring everybody together. You do this, you do that, you do this, you do that, and even in what you're saying, I'm sitting in this room right now with people that I met because of this show, that are more of my tribe than the people I was trying to force for years to listen to what you do. And it wasn't until I stopped trying to make and started to be that things was able to move in a way that I didn't even need to do anymore. I just need to be. And it's really a beautiful, powerful switch that like
that's pure truth right there.
For some people, and for me specifically, you could have told me that a million times and I wouldn't have understood it until I felt it. Until the universe put me in a position that I was staring the star in the face.
Well said. The universe put you in a position, because that's what it's about. It's the positioning, and the more you go, the more you grow. If you don't go, you can't grow. So I had to learn that. Just like you said, people can say it, but then you have your personal experience. It's like, I gotta be this.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And just like, really aligning with that. Like, sometimes when we force the flow, what happens is your universe, like, you don't trust me.
You don't trust me.
It's days as an entrepreneur, you'll go broke and you're like, I gotta get these sales, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And you're going crazy trying to just make ends meet. But sometimes, so it's be like, focus on where you're at now. As you're focusing on where you're at now, watch all these things that are coming to you, but you need to focus on that foundation first. So we be trying to skip that step of foundation that we forget, and then once we start focusing, we start forgetting about the sales that's gonna come, and we start focusing on just understanding the sale, understanding the value of that. Then we start getting all these DMs, yo, I seen your page, I did this, yo, what you do? And it's like, wow. You hear me, you see me. So just really just trust and really just be, as VJ said, and just flow into that essence of who you already are. You know
already.
You know, like, yo, Potch know he's already the top photographer, videographer for Vogue and Essence already. He knows that. VJ knows he is the top travel agency in America. He knows that. Down life, she knows she is. Catch a flight vacations, baby. You feel what I'm saying? Catch a flight vacations. You feel I am Potch FM. You feel me? Don Pro, Life Pro Productions. These are things that Scoop, there it is the number1 ice cream in the city. You know these things. Empress Eats is the best vegan food you will ever have in your life.
Like, for real, in your life.
So, like, as By Far Our Life Center is the community center, the healing grounds that is going to change the city, but it's also going to be the change for the world. We know that. So until we know and embody who we already are, no one else will be able to hear and feel who we are. So just like step into that, like step into it, so community can understand the unity of yourself and higher source. So you can then be a space for creatives and things like that, and just connect to your manifestation. Brooklyn Pizza, if y'all don't know, is also the top best black owned pizza spot.
Right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's on Bedford and
Bedford?
Fulton.
Bedford and Fulton. Yep.
Brooklyn Pizza is also the top. It's taking over the city with black owned, and they got a taco and tequila spot.
I'm going to
you feel what I'm saying? Got a black owned pizza shop. These are things, and they're building community. Like they want community in the spots, and I feel like now is the time where we're connecting on this higher power understanding. It's not about these big people. These big people they mean nothing. It's about the millions of people that need to connect. That really brings with that brings that shift in the atmosphere.
Yes.
So just understand that shift, y'all. It's Making Moguls Monday. You know we was about to go in.
We was about to go in. I do want to say one thing though, because you reminded me a lot of like the things that I learned in church.
Yes.
But how you can apply them not only to just like your religious life.
Yes.
But the actual spiritual essence of it.
Yes.
And I always remember the journey of the ship.
Yes.
Right? And how we're afraid when the waters get rough. And but we already launched into the waters, and that's when you start getting shaky and all this stuff. But you gotta remember, this is why the foundation of you and the ship you've built around you.
Ooh.
Because the more you focus not on the journey, but on putting the pieces together on that ship, making sure that ship feels secure, has everything that you need on that journey.
Hear it.
Then sitting in the ocean when there's no stars.
I'm about to bring the tamarines
out. Darkest of nights, you will feel safe. You will feel secure because you have already left port knowing that the ship that you are on is tried and true.
Ooh.
See this, you and our conversation last night. Let me just say food sovereignty, food sovereignty, food sovereignty.
Food sovereignty, man. That's a big
stuff
thing.
is about food sovereignty as well. Part of the revolution is food sovereignty. When you can grow your food, when you grow your food, you can control the narrative.
Because when they control your food intake, you become a slave to their system.
That's heal that self. So I just needed to get that in there.
We needed to get that in there.
Because the table is spiritual right now, so the revelation, go ahead, it's just going to flow. You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted to tap into that because, like, I always remember the story of Jesus on the ship. How everybody was all afraid and they woke Jesus up. And they're like, oh my gosh, we're going to sink. And Jesus was just
one of my favorite,
calm down, man. Calm down. There's no need to rush. And everybody's like, oh my God, we're gonna die. And they just looked at Jesus looked at them and said, ye of little faith. Ye of little faith. And he spoke to the wind and he spoke and he calmed everything down. And then I remember Peter had to walk on the water and he was afraid. You know, he looked at Jesus doing it and he said, I'm not you. You understand? But you understand it's not about being him, it's about being you. Yourself. Peter didn't walk on the water because he was Jesus. Peter walked on the water because he believed that he was Peter. And that's what you really got to do. You got to tap into that ship that is you.
Yes.
You got to work on yourself and work on your craft so that when you're deep into the ocean of life and your journey, you're not afraid to turn. You don't want to turn back no more. It's not about where's the shore. It's about how secure you are in that boat. Because the only thing that breaks the boat is from inside. I'm
feeling it.
You can't allow that. You just got to allow yourself to stay sustained because that's the buoyancy. It's the togetherness. And I want you to really take that. I really hope y'all understand and y'all vibe with the message because we want y'all to win.
Yes.
All we do is win.
All we do is win. You're either going to win with us
or you watch us win, baby.
That's what I'm talking
about. Happy Monday. I don't know if we out of here.
I think we are.
All right. Happy Monday.
I can get my IG.
Yes, please plug yourself.
Are we done already? Maybe, I don't know. Okay.
Let them know where they can find you at. Let them know where they can find the excellence.
IG Rafa Art Life Center. That's RAPHAARTLIFE Center.
CENTER.
So we are on IG. I'm the High Priest of Love. That's my music page. High Priest. It's new. Someone set that up for me, so I forget the name, but I think it's underscore. I think it's High Priest _ Love, something like that. But you'll find it.
Yes. Aspiration is this Saturday. Guys. Is this Saturday?
Pull up.
The Mogul Market is this Sunday.
Oh, I gotta check that.
It is definitely.
Mental health is the topic.
The Mogul Market?
110 Kingston Avenue. In Brooklyn.
Right there.
Yep. So mental health is the topic. Y'all do know it's Mental Health Awareness Month. So
yes. Saturday,
y'all gonna alchemize y'all magic. Sunday, you're gonna speak on your power that you've gained from your mental health, and just it's a powerful month. This is just like
what time is that?
It starts at 1.
12 to 6.
Yep.
12 to 6, presented by, you already know, our favorite entrepreneur, Dom Life. We love you, Dom.
Love you to life.
Love you to life, never to death. And we just really, it's been a magical Monday, I would definitely say, Manifestation Monday. So, y'all already know, it's your girl, Empress, where the energy is tasted.
And the love is felt.
And I'm here with the immaculate, the one, the only.
Servigiano Alexander.
And if you can't find him,
you ain't looking hard enough.
And we got the High Priestess of Love for this Monday night manifestation magic of the Making Mogul Market. So I would recommend you play back, you subscribe, you like, you turn on your post notification, you share this with your 10 friends. Let them know, yo, they on to something. Because you either gonna win with us
or you watch us win. Bow, baby.